ITV, certainly the best.
Welcome to Market Survey, your weekly guide to the pulse of trade and daily living in Benin City. Following the festive season, many households are closely watching food prices as families return to normal spending patterns after the celebration. On this edition of Market Survey, we focus on two staple food items, yam and potatoes. These tubers are widely consumed across homes and play an important role in everyday meals. With the festive period over, prices of yam and potato have begun to adjust, raising questions about affordability and supply.
We are currently at the market. It is post the festive period, so we are here basically to get to know the prices of items, if they are still expensive as it was during the festive period, or if the festive period has do away with those expensive prices. So our main focus today will be potatoes and yam, to know if their prices is still a bit on the high side or if it is now affordable here in the market. So come with us as we get to know these prices.
I get outside and I still get native yam. I am still there.
So how yam prices for market? How now they buy yam before and now they buy yam now?
Now it's cheaper. Before yam dear prices like last year now, also December, the yam dear, but now the yam don't see calm down. Then they are booking now just 100 we take the buy yam. Before now the one will be 150. If you see like 100,000 now 80. The price they cheaper.
So these two yam now, which one they expensive? The Hausa or the red yam? Which one they expensive?
Now the red yam they expensive.
So how much they say the red one now?
And the red one, if you afford 1,500, 2,000, sometimes 2,500. They're the biggest one, 4,000. Then the Hausa, if you get the one of 1,000, they're 1,500.
For the Hausa. How much you say they said this Hausa on one before during December time? We say it
2,000, 2,500 for one. The red one, the big one, if you see 5,000, 4,500. The smallest one, 2,000 for the red one.
If you say that because of Christmas, that make the price increase that.
And because of Christmas.
So now with this price, I say they buy. If you say go 50 reduce.
No, I'm not sure. Then it will go up. Very soon it will go up. You know they carry go up. As this one now, this sounds how you new come out. If you new come out, you go dey cheaper. Small time go they go, they hard.
Not come out if you don't dey hard to find out a good day.
Now they I know the shade. As I just put on here, now one buy 10 will take 10. One buy one, if you say 2, if you say anyone you want buy, you just pick the one, select the one you want buy. You want the shade down.
You still say you still get water yam. How much they sell?
Water yam 1,000 day.
Yam don't cheap now. I be still dey expensive.
Water yam cheap now, but the get here will stay there.
During December 8th.
No, it's not 2 days like that time.
Yam till the nice season.
Nice. This one now the season one now we dey so. Nice season we all enter so. You never reach time we take the deer.
If it's a preserver.
Like if I put for cement, you never was happen like that anyway. That's why. Yes.
So now heat they make and they spoil. I've been waiting.
Na heat.
Okay.
That's why. We don't like it. Now only cool we like.
You don't this spoil, but you get how your people do make it good again.
Yeah, no. If you pour it, you just throw it away. You know good again. You know you never chop that. That's why.
How the prices for yam for market now? You don't dare be still cheap.
It's still cheap, small.
So how much na they sell? How much na they carry before? How na they carry na tip and na they carry? About na they carry?
Oh, now 100 they carry.
Okay. So that 100, how much na they carry?
Depend as it's a big reach. So you carry 100, some carry 200, some carry 180.
So this one na they carry 100 wine. How much na they carry am before?
Really never reach where they take the cost like that, sha. Now we don't the dry, now take the cost well. But now never to the cost.
So this one, how much they sell one?
2,015.
That be the least price.
2,015.
So this 2,001 be since last year.
Now so a bill.
How yam be for market now? The price it don't go up. I be still it cheap.
Where they see dey? I don't see what it change for inside there.
They expensive.
The expenses.
How much na say they carry?
Depends on the size. Like this size now at least 200.
For how many?
For 100 pieces. You see 200,000. You come for 2,000 naira. And if I carry reach market now, if I tell person na 2,000 naira now because transport never dey now. You the years ago I ask you say not be 1.5. And why I be say me no buy am for 1.5. If you be say maybe you come for 150 now it go be 1.5. And that 100 pieces, they only give us 100. They must remove one for inside. They'll give us 99 pieces. You understand? Every day now, at least we go eat. Sure, they will come for school now. We must buy biscuit for them. We'll buy pure water. We will eat drink. So in short, I don't see changes. So I be say a day, my sister. The 6 day expenses.
So even for this yam season, you know they cheap.
You know, get it away. Be say they cheap. Now. Up you go they go now because once they don't start the plants now. Like this kind of one, maybe they tell you say 200 now. For that time, maybe you they see 250, 300. Okay. You understand? So now up you go they go now because they won't start planting now. Once they start planting now, the increase may don't go up. So now it be the tea.
So different type of yam day. Which one be the most expensive yam?
Now our native yam, now it dey cheaper past this one. Boy, that one see come out. That one see the day cheaper. Because our people they carry a call for farm. But now we be say for everywhere now because of that one now the thing no call dey cheap again. But at least see good small. But where that one I know they pass like 3 months, it don't stop. We'll call start this one. And this one be say we'll call do reach the new yam come again. So now be the thing.
If let's talk like how much they okay to take sell all those 100 yam, how much if you say you go take sell?
If you be say maybe before now, maybe I buy this one like 100,000 now. At least I'll say 1, 2, 1, 3. Who see get to 200 now for something? At least see good. At least if I see say 1, 5 now, you see they okay. You understand? At least best way be say get 500 naira or get 300 naira na something na I will see the happy say maybe I go market. But since more in our shade now, the yam they look with me they look am. Because person will be saying one at least before person your corner will say give me 10 pieces, give me 5. The person your corner you go buy like one. Even though you not be say maybe I they sell, me know your fit go market and I will buy. I got like 5 children for house now with my husband, maybe 7 people now. At least I'll buy reach like two bags now. Before I come buy wait I'll take it. So the tea they tall and everybody up. So I bet may they help us.
How potato be for market now? You don't dare be cheap.
You don't there. You don't cheap. Well.
It cheap now.
Say small price.
So how much now they sell? How much they sell this basket where you share?
This basket I share. I sell them 5,000 before. Now I sell them 3,500.
Okay.
You know say you don't cheap.
So how much now they carry am for bag?
Bag. Before I buy 105. Now I buy 37.
So you buy 105,000. But now you dey buy at 37. That means it don't cheap away.
You don't cheap well.
So
You
how
know see many customers. You know come. You know get money. Everybody you know they angry well. I like the best way they angry. You come buy market many. Now you know they buy market.
now as it cheap, market not there. They not going to buy.
No come they buy. Small they buy.
Okay.
If they come by, that's almost where they come by. The person will come by to chase some. You know, say they buy me, they buy small. They buy me, they coach one powers. They check on small now. They say, "Magia, you come small. They do."
So now business slow.
Now business is slow. It will go up. Even that way you buy, you will finish. You will come by the buyer.
Okay. But now tips, things for market don't cheap. And just be say people not they can't they buy like that.
You don't see that. They work like that now. You know, say some people they come by small.
Okay.
You know, say even in seller today, buy market. Even in seller way today. Tomorrow there's nobody say go buy away.
Okay. Say you dey arrange the one where you buy for market now, and then you get some way be say spoil. How you want to take preserve am?
Yeah, I know how to preserve am.
Like how you take preserve the ones where don't spoil, make you for see sell am again.
No, that one out somewhere. That one is spoil. I want just somewhere.
But you can't store am for one place where be say e no go spoil.
Yes. I go so tonight. I go to me and the place where get potato. I go so tonight.
But they dry am so that e no go spoil because na heat dey spoil am be na.
Take for motor na make I don't take for road never come na make I.
Okay. So if you spend many days for road like that to go spoil.
Yes.
From the interviews, it indicates that yam and potatoes remain fairly affordable during the festive season, largely due to the balanced demand and constant supply. Unlike other food items that experience sharp price increase during celebration, demand for these tubers remains stable. In the post-festive period, prices have seen slight adjustment. Traders explain that as households reduce bulk buying after the festivities, prices have either stabilized or reduced slightly. Improved supply from farming areas has also contributed to this trend. However, traders caution that future prices will depend on factors such as transportation costs, fuel prices, and weather condition. For now, yam and potato remain relatively affordable depending on the type, offering some stability to household food spending.
today's edition on Market Survey, and we've got to understand that yam and potato prices, they differ, and that of the potato is quite affordable here in the market, while that of yam is relatively to the type of yam. Some of it are still sold the same price as it was sold last year. And that is it on today's edition on Market Survey. I am Stephanie Notoriwa. Thank you so much for staying tuned.
ITV, certainly the best.
This is Aqua Game, a popular game in Africa played by our ancestors to entertain themselves after each day of farming. It is also relevant in our coronation in Africa. It is a sport and indeed very interesting, as every seed had a role in the game. Playtime is 45 minutes per set. There is no age limit as long as you can spin aqua seed. Ayo or aqua game, known as the game of intellectual. This game requires a lot of mathematical skills. Aqua game is played with carved wooden box containing 12 holes.
Ojúde aṣáájú ẹ̀ abẹ́rẹ́ pẹ́. Àyàbá aṣáájú ẹ̀ abẹ́rẹ́ pẹ́. Àlàyé aṣáájú ẹ̀ abẹ́rẹ́ pẹ́. Ẹgbẹ̀túwà. Good afternoon and welcome to 60 Minutes Nigeria. This week's edition promises to be another exciting time. My name is Egosa Agbonlao. I have with me very distinguished personalities, persons who have made their mark in various fields of human endeavor. We have an academics, Dr. Maxwell Osagie, who knows so much about data. Nice to have you, Dr. Maxwell.
Thank you.
Okay.
Viewers, good afternoon.
We also have with us His Royal Highness Bako Dogo, the Agumsa. Agumabasa.
Yeah.
So you are welcome to our program today.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
I must assure you that when you talk about the development of Nigeria, you cannot remove the fact that godfatherism has become a recurring factor, because Nigeria is practicing democracy, but the democracy of Nigeria seems to reverberate around the country because of debates and different schools of thought that has to do with either the success of democracy or the demerits of democracy. Either way, the issue of godfatherism must be mentioned. Now, godfatherism in Nigeria's context has to do with a godfather, with a politician that is popular, that is rich, that has the influence to nominate persons into different political offices. A godfather in a political party can bankroll the activities of that political party. But the question is it with good intent? At the end of the day, it determines who becomes the governor, who becomes the senator, who becomes the member of House of Rep, most times according to his interest. He protects his interest, he promotes his interest. So, one state that comes to mind is Rivers State, because the political tension in Rivers State is attributed to the issue of godfather. So many persons believe that Nyesom Wike, the former governor of Rivers State, now the FCT minister, is a godfather who actually brought in the incumbent governor, Fubara, and they've been having political tension. They've been having misunderstandings. There's problem. There's palpable fear. Uneasy calm pervades Rivers State. And the recent very disturbing news has to do with impeachment move by the State House of Assembly. Well, I won't do all the talking, but I needed to give you the background of our discussion. We'll start with Dr. Maxwell Osagie. What's your opening remarks regarding this issue?
Okay, I think our case study happens to be Rivers State, which has to a house of the current minister of FCT. Godfatherism is not a new word in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a word that will fade out very soon.
Okay.
Because the way we have adopted it, you know, there's one fear I always have about Nigeria, and when we adopt things, we adopt it for the wrong reasons, not really the right reasons. And the way we portray things is that if it doesn't favor me and my family, I think that is the context to which our political structure is built first, not Nigeria. You barely have few politicians who will say Nigerians first before their family. But it surprises to see people who already have money, who are already well known, are still clamoring for themselves, their families first before the Nigerian people. No, having said this, What is godfatherism? Godfatherism, just like I said, is not new.
All right.
Is a mechanism that we have adopted from the traditional era. Normal culture actually recognizes that. The three dominant language we have in Nigeria, dominant language, the Igbo, the Hausas, and the Yoruba, adopted this thing time immemorial. They've been using it. Igbo we call it now unku means oga over a servant. Okay. So then I think Yoruba refer to it as kekere.
Okay.
While the Hausa refer to it as magida. Now these are words they've used over the years to refer to someone who provide for the people that he or she fed that are under him, that he loves, to provide for them so that they will not suffer, ensure that their economic background is safe, their safety, everything. So it's a word that we've used till it got to the hands of politicians. Before now, it was not in the hands of politicians.
Okay.
I think the coming of this current democracy that we have experienced, the unbroken democracy we have experienced now, has further entrenched or increased or instigate in the minds of people what godfatherism should represent. And I think even if we have to start talking about it now, I think we need to also blame our forefathers who, by one way or the other, started this thing and they thought it was a funny thing. Who started it? When the likes of them Anene they sit down in one place, the late Anene that we all know, Mr. Fix-It, when they sit down in one place and just say, you go, hey, you, this position and everything. Now we're not seeing what is playing out today. And it's no longer funny in our economy where one person sit down and decide what happened to the entire country. If there is any good gift God has given to man, is the way, what we call free willism, for you to be free. That freedom which every man still require for fellow man, which is entrenched in our constitution, freedom. Now when you take that away from man, you have killed him.
Okay, we'll come back to you. What you just said about what happened in the PDP many years ago that ended Chief Tony Anene of blessed memory, that acronym or that name, Mr. Fix-It, the man was so popular, and once you are endorsed by him, you can go home and sleep. But the time came, there was a subtle revolt. No man is God. Those are political intrigues that happen in Edo State. So it's not really only in Rivers State, it has happened in different states. But the renewed tension, the renewed political tension in Rivers is very disturbing. Governor Simi Fubara just returned not too long from how will I call it, suspension.
Suspension.
The president imposed emergency rule, and the governor was surprised. He was removed from office, but he's back, and now his political benefactor, his godfather, is having problem with him again. But I know that His Royal Highness Bako Dogo, who knows a lot about political terrain, has a lot to say about this. What's your opening remarks?
Well, thank you very much. As a product of history,
yes,
and I also read political science.
Okay.
You see, the issue of Rivers is being caused by the governor himself. I see no reason why the governor will be having the problem he's having in Rivers. Because one, he have never been a politician. Two, he don't know how to be lawyer. There's another Jibini, Umana lawyer Urioja.
What's the meaning of that?
That means if you are not humble to the person who brought you to anywhere, to your master, you will suffer dearly. Let me tell you, I listened to Ayo Fayose the other time on, I think on Arise TV, and Fayose analyzed so many things because the man also suffered what the governor is suffering now. I believe when you came in as a governor, somebody make you from nowhere, because I think he was an accountant, a cashier. From cashier became he was promoted, later become a general. And I believe as somebody who has made it to that level, And from nowhere, you were not even among the list of who become the governor. Somebody made you to become governor, give you form. You know, I believe you don't even spend one naira. We should tell ourselves the truth. And the man, all the members of the House of Assembly, he brought them. House of Rep, he brought them. Senators, the 3 senators there, he brought them. Then, all of them are loyal today. But only you now, after swearing in, this matter, remember this matter went as far to Supreme Court. And this man was there for you. It was after the Supreme Court, this is over, then you now remember, oh, I want to be you cannot become father overnight. You must be a boy before you become a master. If you are willing to become a master overnight, it will not work. That is why you saw that before you become a master, Igbo people go through trade, and you must serve somebody, so that when you now free from there, you become a master. And that is what is worrying Fubara right now. To the greatest surprise, the House of Assembly are like egg, whether you like it or not. Because the members of the House of Assembly, they have the automatic power. You're supposed to be sleeping in their room. So that if you know that if they are planning anything, you know immediately. You suppose anywhere they are going to. I did not see Fubara doing all those things. None of the House of Assembly have traveled abroad with him to say, okay, let's go and chill off in social country. During that period, you lobbied, it's about lobbying. God for that reason did not start today. It didn't start today. Even in school, in those days when we were in our primary school, secondary school, even in university, we have what we call godfathers. Even not only godfathers, we also have godmothers. You understand me? So it did not start today. You can see what is happening in America. Trump is a godfather to so many countries right now. So many countries are afraid of him because if you dare him, he will come after you. It's not only in Nigeria. Yes. Now, coming back to Rivers, the one that you have forget first experience where they were wicked. Said you said they want to come and because I refuse to share river money. Do you have the money that river money? The man that brought you was the one who used his money. If whatever he's doing, when you want to nominate commissioner, you go to him, sir. What do you say? Okay, sir, I beg, let us take this person as commissioner for finance. You beg him. Later, you see that thing will gradually.
But does that portend well for our democracy?
It's very, very well, my brother. Let us call it pay speed. If you don't have a godfather, you cannot become a councillor today in Nigeria. If you don't have a godfather, come on, councillor. You cannot become a councillor today in Nigeria. You see,
so don't you think that gives rise to mediocrity?
No.
We are persons who are very intelligent.
No, we are growing.
A lot of things to offer because they don't have a godfather. They don't have the opportunity.
They will wait until you have a godfather. Let us be frank, because sometimes we come to television to come and deceive ourselves. We should stop deceiving ourselves. Let us be frank to things. Even in the church, in the mosque, we have godfather. We have spiritual father. Who you go to, you bow down. Please, sir, pray for me. Because you want to associate yourself with that person. You understand me? So even as you know that person prayer will not do it, but he can pray after praying, he will now send you to somebody else who he has been praying for. It's not part of the godfatherism. It's at the religious house. So my brother, look at it now. What baffled me in the last Christmas, this last month I just passed, I was surprised when they said the governor sent 100,000 to House of Assembly members. Who did that? Are you not taking them for granted? The other time I heard them he's saying the past the school administrator gave them SUV, gave them not the one you give. How much have you given them? Are they there for free? You are eating, you say somebody should else not eat. You must take care of them. That is the statistics.
They was trying to save the funds.
Who are you saving for? You are saving for the development of the people. If people are not well fed, will you talk about development? You must feed your people so that they be able to enact good laws for you. They are in charge of oversight function. Because what they are doing, they are not doing anything wrong. It's the beauty of democracy. It is only when we are in the military era we say, no, what they are doing is wrong. Section 188 is to plate it out, how to remove the governor. They are pulling the proceeding. Now you are immediately people are going to court. So as in CG, what they are doing is even detriment to democracy. Because no court have the right until that person is removed. No court have the right to say, okay, this person, I want to go to court to stop. You cannot stop impeachment proceedings unless that thing is not being followed. It's being followed to the letter. So I expected him at this time to be going from room to room in the night. Kneel down. If you take it to kneel down, you kneel down.
I know that's a figurative language.
Yes, I'm telling you, my brother. If you take it to kneel down, you kneel down. When you come back, you just know I don't have anything to do with them. But already they have gone to kneel down. Nobody will know. The stomach that drank Gary and the one that ate Padadiam, there is no difference. If I happen to bring my own like this, okay, this one is enjoying. So why don't you do the right thing so that there will be peace? When Fayose was impeached, Fayose said he went on exile. When he came back, anywhere His action was go. They go. Take for example like Mondokpeolo. Mondokpeolo met full house of PDP. But overnight he maneuvered them. They become his best friend. All of them have to now start thinking how to decamp. And that's why you see he's enjoying what he's enjoying. If you are going to say, no, I'm the governor, because I'm the governor, number one citizen, you are, nothing will happen. Again, you went to register as you decamp to APC, 001. Everybody know that you are number one now. Everybody know you are number one. Everybody know that Fubara is number one in the By the time you say, I'm 001, the 001, nobody, I'm the number one. No, you are making somebody who put it there to be angry. It is silent. When Tinubu was not even president in Lagos, he removed what they call it Ambode. And again, somebody was the speaker of First Assembly in Lagos traveled. Before he came back, they impeached him. They removed him from the seat. What did he do? The president gave an order. You people should reverse that mistake you have done. He said reverse it immediately. Did anybody say no? It was reversed because he is a godfather to Lagos State, even when he was not even president of Nigeria. That's to tell you that everybody have a role to play. People say no, the president is going to sacrifice Wike. For what? If the president didn't touch Wike, that means all the investment in FCT is gone. Wike has transformed FCT. Wike is working in FCT. What has never happened? Like in the history of Nigeria, a non-native have never been appointed as a minister in a FCT. Despite even me, my people are also benefiting in the Bassa people over there, which I'm very grateful to Wike. And he has given cars to traditional rulers here, which I'm very happy. You understand me? So I feared Fubara could have humbled himself by way of galvanizing, by way of meeting with those people, kneel down for them. If I have offended you, forgive me. Okay. If you have asked to forgive them, and nobody have that power to say, they will forgive him.
Thank you very much, Bako. We'll come to you. We'll just quickly take a break now. After that, Dr. Maxwell Sage has a lot to comment on this. It's always a delight to have you back on the program, especially for those of you who started the program with us. We are really grateful. Those just joining us, thanks for your time. It is 60 Minutes Nigeria. We are looking at the issue of godfatherism in the politics in Nigeria. Nigeria is practicing democracy, but the issue of godfatherism seems to have taken over. If you don't have a godfather, it becomes very difficult for you to occupy any position. You may be amongst the brilliant minds. You may be among those who are gifted in terms of innovative ideas, but all those ideas will just be thwarted if you don't have a godfather. Is he a merit or is he a demerit? Well, we have somebody who knows about merit and demerit when it comes to academics, and I know he also knows the practical, the real living style of Nigerians. Dr. Maxwell Sage. Yes.
Yeah, I think we need to put this thing into proper perspective.
Okay, please go ahead.
Vis-a-vis understanding both the back end and the front end of what this thing entails. Yes. If you listen to our father, Royal Highness here, at the tail end of his discussion, it became obvious that there is sentiment attached.
Okay.
Because Wike, as a minister, is doing something in his place, which he is benefiting from. Now let's lay, that's why I said let's be practical, let's be pragmatic. Let us be pragmatic about this thing. Now, the earlier we remove sentiment, I'm not Wike fan, neither am I Fubara fan. Their challenge is their challenge, is their pocket they are fighting for. It's just that in the process of fighting for their pocket, they are affecting Nigerians.
Okay.
If they are not affecting us, we shouldn't have been talking about them today.
Yes.
Because psychologically speaking, it's affecting us. That's why we are discussing them. So be that as it may, I think this idea of, let us not shift away from the topic. The topic is not whether he did X, Y, Z or he didn't do X, Y, Z. The topic is that godfatherism, is it good for our democracy? Which is actually the core hub of our discussion today. So putting this thing into proper perspective is this. We must understand that in life as designed by God, no one comes into life without having anybody to lift you up to the next level. From time immemorial, it has always been. It didn't just begin today. It started from creation. Are we together? So if you read the story of Adam and Eve very well, you get to understand this thing better. Now the point we are looking at here is the fact that when you help someone, do you want to make the person till the person has no bone? For everything, sir, let's look at it from creation or from natural tendency.
Yeah.
There is what we call, I don't want to go philosophical. I don't want to go philosophical. Now, in life, when you study nature are those things that you know that God created that you can actually interpret by your observation, which is science. So, but when we look at it beyond that, there is what we also call metaphysics. Metaphysics is something that lies beyond nature, things that lies beyond nature. So the question, if these things lies beyond nature, how do we now study them? So we studied them by experience. Inference are made from the attribute of those things. We say, oh, this is how it went yesterday. Someone had faith yesterday, it worked for him. So I could learn from that. All these things are learning from people who, peradventure, one way or the other, has had one or two ideas about that thing before. Now the question that you have taught me today, for me to now know what to do, is it enough reason that you should keep me in a state of where I cannot say anything and I become like water leaf in a state that I'm governing? Yes, somehow. This is the politics that has not taken us to anywhere for how many years now? For over 40 years. It has not taken us to anywhere, and we are still, by today, canvassing that, oh, you must. I am not saying that you should know that Fubara did something that is good. No, but at least there should be measures. What are the measures? What led to it? When I said let's look at it from both the back end and the front end, if you look at what brought this issue, it's structure. It's structure. And when you look at Wike at the beginning, when Fubara came in, he said he has given him everything. He's free to take his decision. See, when you listen to politicians, you are not seeing back end in terms of what they said yesterday is different from what they are saying today. Those kind of people lack integrity. So to me, looking at the FCT minister, from all the statements that I've heard him say before, and the one that is not countering himself now, it speaks volume that there is no integrity. Let's call the spade a spade. Integrity is standing by what you said at the initial without shifting ground. Even though you have to shift ground, it should be obvious to the fact that, okay, it's not the one that will be so obvious to everybody to now say, oh, this. Now you have put someone as a governor. You are controlling all the local government. You are controlling all the House of Assembly. If you follow Wike method of leadership in River for 8 years, you will know that no one dare challenge him. But someone brought him there. If Patient Jonathan on his own part said, okay, Wike, I am in charge of all, because I came from Okrika. I am in charge of all the House of Assembly. I'm in charge of the local government and everything. Will Wike be able to do something? Now, so why I am not of the opinion that Godfather should be entrenched the way we have taken it to be, well, I'm not in that opinion, but we should also know that when someone do good for you, like Fubara, you should learn how to appreciate back. But if that appreciation is going beyond a measure to which is not valid enough to benefit the people, when someone speaks, you know the person by their works. Truly speaking, whenever you hear Wike speak, listen to him. Read between. I am an academic. So when you are talking, I am picking the point one after the other, and I am doing analysis on it. When you see Wike speak, if he's accusing somebody, he's accusing somebody because of River State money. River State money. River State money. Which means, on a more general note, Wike is interested in the money. So he just want to, you know, when you see someone speak, you know much about the person from their works. The scripture says, out of the abundance of the heart, the man speaketh. Yes. So whenever you see Wike is addressing anybody that is supporting Fubara, is referring to the River State money, River State money, River State money. So let's call this spade this way. This type of democracy will not lead us to anywhere where one person will sit down and said, give me local government chairman, hearing that is saying that, oh yes, if you are not loyal, you're loyal and everything. How long are we going to continue like this? If you listen to Very Dark Man, he went to Morocco. Morocco has no oil. What they had is leadership. When he was rolling out what he saw, he was surprised that a country like this could develop beyond Nigeria. So now this is the politics. If you keep doing the same thing and expect a different result, it means you are a fool. As far as we are concerned, Nigeria politics, as we speak today, is foolish by this method of godfatherism. But when it is obvious, because when you give birth to anybody, if a fowl lay an egg and hatch the egg, the hen, it get to a point, it start hitting, you go and do your own. The same thing with all other animals. How come in human, someone want to meet you till you get to your 90 years? Where will Fubara now have his time? Now we are talking about the president of the country. That, oh, Obasa, he asked Obasa to come back, even when the House of Assembly have rolled out what needed to be done. Now, where is the freedom of the House of Assembly? If one person is not the one telling you, say we voted for 18 House of Assembly member, they are there, but it's only one word that they are taking. Where are the combination of ideas? If we continue like this, it means that Godfather says it, we just got to see that we say, na so it be.
Thank you very much, Dr. Maxwell. We'll come back to you, but that will be after this break. Nice to have you back on the program, 60 Minutes Nigeria. My name is Egosa Agbonlao. I have in the studio Izoyo, Inez, Bako, Dogo, and of course, Dr. Maxwell Osagie. And you can see the heated debate because it's centered on the need to have a robust, a developed country that we all can be proud of. So the issue of godfatherism, a case study of the renewed tension in Rivers, gives cause for concern. The governor of Rivers, Fubara, who used to be a very close ally of the former governor, his principal, now FCT minister, Nyesom Wike. It's really a disturbing situation right there in Rivers because it's going to stall development in Rivers. Don't forget, there's an aspect that we must look at. Fubara, just like every other Nigerian politician, he may not have been a politician, but now the issue of the blood of a politician has entered him. Now he wants second term, and Nyesom Wike says no. That's another factor. The issue of Godfather, they are not satisfied with his performance in his first term. So you complete your first term and retire. But the man says no. I have the powers, the government apparatus in my hands. So he's gone to APC, and that could just be the game changer. Well, His Royal Highness, I know that you are not comfortable with the kind of relationship that now exists between Fubara and Nyesom Wike. But what's the way forward?
Well, before the way forward, let us be frank to ourselves. Maybe some people just say this. Oh, you should remember, Nyesom Wike was a PDP when he delivered Rivers for the president. Nobody complained. Nobody complained. He delivered with the power of the Amechi and the rest there. He was able to deliver for the president. And that was what the president now said, oh, this man you have done well, let me also compensate you. Not just compensation, because I see your performances in Rivers, and right now become the minister in FCT. It didn't stop her there. And people are still complaining, oh, why must Wike be interfering with issue concerning Rivers? Okay, you want after Wike becoming minister for FCT, so his career of politics will just die. When the man have putting in place so many structures, and he still wants to continue to become relevant. And if you allow Fubara to go the way it's going, that means Wike will no longer enter Rivers again until he die. Let us be frank. You think that the way you are saying right now, I am the owner of Rivers. You also want, because every time you see there Ashawana. What is Ashawana? It's also Ashawana in Rivers. We have that tribe. The Jaws. It is only the Jaws supposed to be grateful to Wike. We have a joint data. They are not able to produce even what they call deputy. We have in a Bayelsa. It's only Wike were able to bring the job man as a governor. They're supposed to be grateful to him. Rather, what he's getting right now is coming from different quarters. He wants to take over money. Wike is already, whether Wike is the minister or no minister today, Wike have made useful things for himself that he can never suffer. He has made money. You see, when politicians want to lie, he asked me to bring money. Which money? How will Wike go and tell him to bring money? We should stop saying this. Fubara should go back to the drawing board. Even it's not too late. Even with the impeachment that they have already served on him, even with whatever, let us start begging those people. Beg them, be on their knee. When they break, nobody will know where you go to. You should look for people to carry them to go and beg people. I'm grateful to some of the traditional rulers there who are also intervening to say, please, shield your sword. Let us see how we can settle this matter. But it's not for somebody to tell me, a whole House of Assembly member, you are sending them 100,000 in Christmas period. To do what? Because
they have their salary.
No, listen, my brother.
Salary.
Let us be frank to you. Let us be frank. Let us be frank. How can you say? What do you do?
So they have their salary. They have their allowance.
How much is their salary? Okay, Christmas period, you will not even give them a bonus.
So he's not supposed to. In an ID country, not supposed to.
As a lecturer, which country? You go to America. They are not.
In an ID country, you have your salary. You have your allowances.
I want the floor. Let me finish.
Yes.
When I'm not finished, you not take over the floor. You understand me? So in a ID country, yes, they call it lobby. You must lobby the legislators for you to have your way. Otherwise, impeachment notice will be served on you immediately. Even in look at when Governor Kwewo came in as governor. You see what he did? He went direct to what they call it, the Senate president. When they had to kneel down, thank you very much, sir. Everybody was surprised. Why must the governor be doing this? I said that is how to know somebody who have undergo through training as a politician. Does he take anything from me? You see, he will go to the palace if he needs that. Does he take anything from me? He will know that he's #1 citizen of Edo State. But it's not because I'm #1. Let me look at everybody. No, I cannot do this, I cannot do this. You see, that shows his humility. I expect Fubara should learn from people like Okpewo. I expect Fubara should learn from the past governors who were impeached. And what did they do? We should not say because of he asked to bring money. Okay, since you become governor, what is the project have you put in place? Even though you are quarreling, be rolling that project so that people will be seeing it. That project will speak for you. Do you just sit down to start talking about quarrel? What you do today is to clear. Let me do this road. Go to the roads. Go to everywhere. Build things. Let people be seeing it. You are not doing it. House of Assembly, you want to go and destroy it, and people are happy with you. No, we should call spade a spade. What did House of Assembly do that you went there to go and destroy? Why? So I am of the opinion, the issue of there's nothing wrong about having a godfather. Wike has put every structure in Rivers. You cannot come overnight. First of all, when he came in, he started with local government. That's why you can say, no, don't destroy these people. Are the people who voted for you. Those are the people, your engine room. There is no way you can be able to even take them. By the time you take them out of Rivers to somewhere and wine and dine with them, they will come back. They won't forget Wike. If you have done the right thing with the House of Assembly, the House of Assembly will not be talking about Wike today. Because you refuse to do, you are raising your shoulder, whereby you are having nothing. The people that are there today, when there was state of emergency, all of them ran away from him. He suffered it alone. But as soon as he come back, all of them they all bounce back. No, we are Ashawana, we are there with you. Ashawana, what Ashawana? Can Ashawana help you right now? But I expected right now, this man should be humble. Those who want to support Tinubu, don't go corner. Is that a talk? You are sending a message, a very bad message to somebody. Don't go corner. Wike that came out boldly and said, I will not support PDP. I'm going to support the president. Boldly. They did not do it hidden. And he said, I'm going to deliver. He delivered for the president. Now you are you're not making you don't become a musician overnight. If you want to support a president, don't go corner. Is that a talk? We should leave that. Let us now, because other people are going to learn from what is happening in Rivers. Other governors will go to learn for what is happening in Rivers.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll come back to you, His Royal Highness Bako. I can see that Dr. Mansour is hitching. The way forward.
The way forward is
yes.
Just like we agreed at the initial stage of this discussion, that godfatherism is not a new concept.
Okay.
It is not a bad thing. That's not our claim today. Our claim right here now, or what we are trying to buttress, is the fact that where you become a godfather to someone, allow the person to breathe a bit. Allow the person. See, the best part of, are there not people who told the former president of US, I said, step down for your vice? When he was saying, I want to run, I want to run, I want to run. Then Barack Obama, they came together and said, step down for
Harry.
Is it Harry?
Okay,
no,
the
lady, I've forgotten her name. Step down. And he stepped down. Those are the kind of godfatherism. Now, the beauty of Okpebholo in Edo State, let's get it clear, sir. When you have a godfather from another state, it's a bit better. Okpebholo had a godfather from presidency, not waiting. Because if you look at the story that brought Okpebholo in, it was not in the picture from the godfather that be. I don't want to mention name. It was not in the picture from the godfather that be. Okay, in an attempt to bridge the gap for peace to reign, the likes of the Mise Iyamo and etc. actually fought hard. There were several trips. If you go to airport, go and look at their manifesto for that period, which election, and look at how many trips they made a day, flying in and out of the state and everything. So it was the presidency, the likes of the Senate president, as well as all these people who said, no, it is the turn. Since we played the politics of Edo year and year, let it go to this place. Royal Highness is aware of that because he came from that region. He knew very well that it was not the godfather. So if you want to play this same role of godfatherism that Royal Highness is applauding right now, yes, Okpebholo will not be there. Truly speaking. Because the godfather that be was already turning the game. Even me as a Benin man, I didn't support the fact that a Benin man is leaving, let another Benin man. What is this tribal issue?
So there's rotational.
What is this tribal issue that has tribal matter really helped us, democratically speaking? No, allow it to go. The state is not for one person. So what brought Okpebholo in was so evidential that the presidency, those that be on top, prevail on the godfather that we have here, which is the Shomole. And they said, okay, your own candidate that you are projecting now, and the candidate to which all these people are projecting, which is the rightful thing to do as at that time, bridge them together as the governor and the deputy. That's what we have till tomorrow. So if we are applauding this same mechanism of godfatherism that the wicked is now attributing night and day, if it played out here, will you have Okpebholo in the picture? No, let's define it. You will not have Okpebholo in the picture. So that is the point I'm trying to make, that please, in the course of godfatherism, if at the day that same godfatherism persisted in Edo State, Okpebholo will not have 1/3 of the Edo State House of Assembly. Now the man is the godfather of himself. That's what we want in democracy. He's the godfather of himself. Why he understood that he needs to respect all the powers that be that brought him in, but he's the godfather of himself. He takes decision whenever he wants to take decision. I was not surprised when he suspended the Attorney General of the state, which happened to be another big win as far as political hierarchy is concerned. So it takes someone who has power to demonstrate his free will to be able to do something and get it clear. But if you have somebody, if I'm sorry to say, if Oshomole, I'm sorry, if Oshomole is still the one presiding over him 95% or even 70%, the man will not be functioning the way it's functioning now. So let's call the spade.
But Governor Okpebholo said Oshomole is the leader.
No, see, that is the classical respect that
is that what you are saying now?
That is the classical respect. That is the classical respect that Fubara lacks.
Thank you.
So, but to say that, okay, Okpebholo, I will give you who is the local government chairman, no man will take it. Okpebholo will not take it. The man that I know, I will give you the local government chairman, I will give you all the House of Assembly, I will give you the, so automatically all the mechanisms that checkmate him, and now it's somebody's hand. No man will take that. So that is what is playing out in River. So what we are saying is this: Wike did not become governor overnight. Wike did not become FCT minister overnight. People gave him that opportunity. You have seen the decision that Wike has taken, Tosa in the FCT. If the power that be that made him there is constantly interfering into what he does night and day, will he have the tendency of succeeding in FCT? Bearing in mind that there are powers and forces that are fighting against him. So what we are saying is this. We are saying, while we respect the concept of godfatherism, when you put someone there, please take a little step backward. Allow the person to function. If the person is not being respectful clearly enough, it's the people that will tell that this man is ungrateful. But the way the wiki has played it out, people are not just saying this man is ungrateful, but they are also not saying that the method by which wiki has adopted is detrimental to our politics and is detrimental to Nigeria, is detrimental to the end product of what we represent.
Thank you very much. Royal Highness, as we conclude, do you really think this concept of godfatherism should be sustained?
Look, it depends on how you are interpreting it now. Like him that is talking, I know how many people that are under him. He's a godfather. Whether you like it or not, you only come here to come and say godfather. You are a godfather, whether you like it or not. Because
we are going to investigate.
Yes.
Those you also supervising as godfather.
The last local government, the last local government, is it what they call it, that happened? The governor did not produce one person on his own. The leaders are the one who bring people to say, governor, this one will be good for us in future. This one will be good for us to do this one. And the governor accepted because he's a Democrat. He knows what it takes for, because when you bring people, those people are going to be loyal to him, not to the people that brought them. But that's why they will be loyal to the people that brought them. But their first primary loyalty goes to the governor. You understand me? So that is what I am saying about godfatherism. It's not that Wike do not want to say Fubara go, but Fubara lacks so many things. If you are suffering Wike, must you be suffering the House of Assembly? Does the House of Assembly members, are they answering Wike name? You could have if put yourself into them. At the end of the day, you'll be able to enter them proper and you have control over them. But he refused to do that, and that is where my problem lies with him. Let Fubara, because we are blaming Wike. Wike also want to have his structure on ground after Fubara go. Even if Fubara want to go, he still want to, because you see, during the period of state of emergency, local government elections were conducted, and the House of Assembly stood their ground that you can, even the governor come in that cannot even remove them. Because we come out to play with them, so let those people first of all go. Later, even though you want to have all of them, you go back to your godfather. Godfather, please, this water. You can see what the style this person is using in Edo State. Our leader in Edo State is Oshomole. Does he mean Oshomole is really the leader? But he wants to make sure he put things in order, so that anyone that is angry, anybody that comes to him, so you are my leader, you're my leader. That does not take anything from me. But everybody knows that the number one citizen of Edo State, number one is the governor. But that is kind of a thing I want Fubara to also be doing, not to be saying that I am number one.
Are you saying Fubara is not diplomatic?
He's not diplomatic. That's
the key.
That key. Where I first of all, when they switched Fubara in, I was watching it on telly, and Fubara was moving with his wife and one of his more sons. The wife wanted to hold him. He told the wife hand away. I said, this man, there's going to be problem. If you have that, go and watch it. You know that anxiety when you're a woman now. Yes. I'm not the first lady. You want to hold the husband. He told the woman hand away and hold the son. I was shocked when I saw that. Okay, I said, this man, well, let us watch. And he said, if you are saying, oh, Wike, you are my father. You are even my godfather. You are this. It doesn't take anything away from you. But if you don't have that, anybody that comes, you want to. It's like somebody now. A first son, you're going to do market. I am the first son. No. I am the first son. Everybody knows that you are the first son. Yes. Then why are you coming to announce it again? What do you want? That means the father will say, okay, this my son wants me to die. Because he's preparing present for me. Because nobody is arguing about first son with you. You go to the market. I'm the first son. Everybody know that one. My right must give it to me. The father will say, for you to take my life early, I will make sure that you go away. Let us be frank. Godfatherism is not the way we are interpreting it right now. Godfatherism is a way of, okay, sir, I want you to help me. When you help me, I will be loyal. And it will come to a time after that man help you, you too become a godfather later. It cannot stop. Even there's nothing you will do to change it. Look at right now. He's not a godfather. Any country that says I don't want to see your face, okay, you wait for me, I'm coming. He will look for one allegation against you. Nigeria is a country of interest. What do you think is happening? Is it that they are killing Christians? Is the only Christian that were killing in Nigeria? Are Muslims not be killed? Are pagans not be killed? But because he wants the Nigerian government to be loyal to him. And right now we are loyal, whether we like it or not. We are loyal to him right now, even everybody, even including me. You understand me? So including me. Let us of course spade a spade. So I am appealing to Fubara. If he doesn't know how to respect people, if you don't have that tendency of how to be loyal, you should go and learn it. Let it come to Edo. We have people that will put him in lecture. Go to my palace, I will teach him. So,
Dr. Maso, you're concluding remarks here.
Seriously speaking, have you looked at this trend of godfatherism that is more of higher percentage in South?
It's what you did not know.
No, sir.
It's what you did not
know.
No,
I follow democracy.
I say what you did not.
I follow democracy keenly, sir. Keenly. You hardly see where a former governor is still prevailing on the sitting governor. You hardly.
What about the situation in Kano?
Kano?
No,
let's take it from the Kaduna. El-Rufai couldn't succeed in it with all he got and everything, because that was the first time we could see, okay, now the Kano you are saying, the Yusuf and Kwankwaso.
Yeah.
It's very clear that Kwankwaso does not have a grip. Kwankwaso is only speaking from a electionary perspective. Let's balance it.
Okay.
Kwankwaso is saying, oh, this man did it, the former governor did it, and we use election to punish him. It's a two different thing. So if you decamp, if he's a godfather, he's really playing that godfatherism in a more way that Royal Highness is taking it now.
No, not me taking it. What I see on ground.
That Yusuf,
not me, because
Yusuf would have folded his hand and he wouldn't leave. But you and I know that he's living, whether we like it or not.
And Kwankwaso is also living.
So if he's living, it means that the godfatherism is actually not playing an active role in that state. But let's look at it. It's only in South. You have one person putting the first governor, he will put the second governor, he will put the third governor. We have heard it in the north.
Kogi South, Yaya Bello planted somebody from the same area, which the most populated place in Kogi is at the Igalas. And the Yaya Bello place is a minority place. After being a governor for 8 years, he now brought in I don't know who stand. Yes,
Adodo is his cousin.
It's his cousin. It has never been. Nothing has happened. Is that not the godfather?
I use the word.
And the same Adodo right now, he's playing it quiet with him. Yes, sir.
Anywhere
I go to that, this is my father.
I use the word. I said it's more of higher percentage.
Yes.
In the South.
Because
that was the word
because they know what they are doing there.
Now the point I'm trying to make is this. It is not good for our image. Just like you saw what played out in the Morocco versus Senegal, where someone scored, you said cancel. There was nothing. To me, at that point in time, I said this is not good for our image. Then a few minutes later, you said you awarded it, which was actually a right penalty. But somebody just scored a few minutes ago. So in fairness, you should have done what you ought to have done at the initial, because those same people called that you should go to the VAR to go and check. VAR, you refuse. But this one, after some minutes, you went there. Fairness. What we are saying
Thank you very much.
Because of time, should calm down, let the person that is there breathe.
That's the meaning.
And do something just like our governor here is doing today. That is the kind of godfatherism.
Thank you very much. I can say that my guests have posited that Governor Monday Okpebholo, the way he publicly nets down to some highly placed public office holders is a diplomatic approach to governance.
Yes.
And that other governors can imbibe that. Governor Okpebholo is always talking about President Tinubu bringing money to Edo State. He has won the heart of the president. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the program for this week. My gratitude goes to His Royal Highness Bako Dogo and of course Dr. Maxwell. Thanks for your contribution. And of course, it's been a wonderful crew here working behind the scene. Do have a wonderful weekend ahead. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
láyé àtọ́jú ọba àtọ́pẹ́. Ẹgbẹ̀túwà.
ITV, certainly the best.
Hello there, many thanks for joining me on the program Icons on ITV. Icons is a program designed specially to showcase personalities and individuals who are making giant strides in their chosen field of human endeavor. Whether it's politics, whether it's governance, in the civil society space, entertainment space, humanitarian work, whatever you've done, this is the right place for you to talk about it and showcase it. Incidentally, we're doing that just to ensure that our young people out there can learn from the success stories of our guests here on the program, and then they can have different perspective about life and make bigger, greater, and better impact. I'm Sonny Duke Oposun. In today's program, our guest is based in the UK, a son of the soil. We say Oyedo Pataki, but he's been away for over 20 years or about 20 years, and the circumstances of him leaving the country is quite an interesting story. But he's back home to share his experiences so we can change our attitude and our perspectives and the way we live, particularly our young people who are into a whole lot of vices just because they believe that that is the way to go. He's a UK and UN ambassador consultant in the fight against child exploitation, modern day slavery, human trafficking, drug abuse or substance abuse, and several others. It's been interviewed by several distinguished media platforms like the BBC. And today on Icons, we have with us, I like to call him Big Sosa Henkoma, but his original name is Isosa Ekoma. Big Sosa, thank you for joining us on the program. Thank you for coming.
How you doing?
Thank you for, I'm good. And you?
Yeah, I'm not bad, I'm not bad.
Fantastic, fantastic. I'd like us to establish the conversation from how did you leave Nigeria, and when you got to the UK, what were the things that you were involved in and with, and how did that change your life? And then how did the metamorphosis come that has brought you this fortune of now becoming an ambassador for the UK, for the UN, and a public speaker speaking against child exploitation, modern day slavery, and all of that?
I would definitely say it started in Benin. But originally I was born in Nigeria, Benin, Edo State, and when my mum left when I was 2, for her trying to make her way to Europe, obviously through the, obviously now to know the Libya route and everything else. But after she left, my dad then obviously got in contact, wanted his son, and obviously my granddad at the time gave me to my father. My father got married to my stepmom, and I'll say after 2 years of obviously meeting my father for the first time and being moved to the UK to be reunited with my father in the UK. And obviously that I travelled on obviously plane with my stepmom and me, went over to the UK. And even coming to the UK, I'll definitely say that, especially not growing up with that mum, because my mum left around the age of 2. So for me, not growing with that mum and having a stepmom, then obviously also having my father, I thought it was like a dream made in heaven. So coming to the UK was like, damn, wanted seeing the big buildings and everything else. I was looking forward to it. New life, new experiences, new opportunities and everything else. But shortly after being in the UK, my stepmom became physically and also mentally abusive. And that then led to me then being introduced to the local, I'll say care system, which is obviously social services. And being put into care, I was put into care around the age of 8. So I came into the UK at 7, then put into care around the age of 8. After being put into care around the age of 8, I would definitely say after that, it was now me having to learn how to survive by myself in the UK. But when I was put into a placement, a family placement, a new family, unfortunately for me, that one of their nephews in that family was actively involved in the gang culture. And him being involved in gang cultures, it was, I'll say, easy for me to be introduced into that life. And I was introduced to that life around the age of 11, where another gang was basically sitting down telling me that I owe them money and I owe them drugs and all of these type of things. If I don't get them their money and their drugs back, they're going to kill the family I was with at the time. So I went to obviously the people who my foster carer's nephew knew.
Okay.
But when I went to them, they gave me a revolver, which is a firearm.
As a gun?
A gun.
So at 11, you had a gun given to you. What was it for?
It was given as a form of protection, as a way to basically...
That's what you were told?
Yeah. I was told that I needed to keep the gun on me at all time to be safe and to make sure I was protected. And then I was taught how to strip the firearm. And when I mean strip the firearm, it means take it apart to clean it, then put it back together. After doing that, I was also taught how to then obviously use a firearm. After being taught how to use a firearm, I was then introduced into the drug trade, which is now being taught how to turn cocaine into crack, how to weigh it up, how to distribute it. And after that, I would definitely say from the age of 11, 12, I was involved in the drug trade, involved in obviously the movement of firearms. Yeah.
Were you ever involved in armed robbery? I mean, while you were with this gang?
I was involved in everything.
Everything?
Everything you can probably think about.
So how did you survive all of this? Because I'm sure you must have had some very, gone through very dangerous time at the threat of your life and all of that.
I would say for me at that moment of time, honest truth, I would say 100% God. But another thing I would definitely say was that because I felt like I didn't have family, there wasn't anything I was living for. So for me personally, it was a fact of like, I'd rather die now than die later and just spend a long time living and just being miserable and depressed. So I was trying to slightly find a quick way to die. But obviously, you know, like God had a different plan, a better plan for me. So every single time, I just seemed not to be able to die. Even when I was stabbed in my ribs, I was resuscitated back to life. So that means I died, they brought me back to life. Then after that, being ironed in my stomach, being stabbed in my elbow, shot in my elbow, shot in my knee, stabbed on both shoulders, stabbed a couple inches away from my spine. Like literally, for me, every single time, doesn't literally.
Where were your parents while all of this you were going through? I know you ran away, you left them. Yeah, but was there a time they tried to reach out to you, or you tried to reach out to them, perhaps when it became a bit more difficult for you to survive?
I would say at that time, I felt like my parents weren't going to save me. Like, that was the honest truth, because if my dad couldn't save me when I was with my stepmom, because obviously at that time for him, he wanted to be a good husband, and he chose his wife at that moment of time. But in him choosing his wife at that moment of time, left me in a country by myself. But also, his wife was now also a runaway criminal. So she was on a run. She couldn't come back into the country and everything else. So for him, he didn't really want to come back in the country to come see me and everything else, which was okay, but it just also meant that I didn't have no communication with my dad. My mom obviously was gone from the age of 2.
Yeah.
So I didn't have no communication with my mom. My family-wise, when I came into the UK, because my father wanted me to get into that UK culture and learn more about the UK culture, he tried to minimize as much time I spoke to my family in Nigeria. So I hardly spoke to my family in Nigeria. So by the time I was put into care, I had no contact with my family in Nigeria. I was basically left in that country, having to fend and understand things for myself. And I'll say even then, I started losing my culture, because obviously when I first came into the UK, I could understand Yoruba. I could understand Benin. I could even speak some of it.
Yeah.
But then to survive over there and to fit in over there, I had to get rid of that. Even like you said about my name is actually Isosa Ekoma. But then for me, to survive over there,
Isosa Ekoma.
See?
Can you say that?
Isosa
Ekoma. Okay. Okay, you got it.
But for me to survive over there, I had to take away the I and just change it to Sosa.
Sosa.
And then obviously my dad already, my surname is Ekoma.
So you did just like what your dad did. I mean, he changed from Ekoma to Hekoma, and you changed from Isosa to Sosa.
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting story that you have. I wanted to know, what tribe was your stepmom?
Tribe-wise, I would definitely, she was Igbo.
She was Igbo?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Was she ever prosecuted for some of the hurtful things she did to you?
Yeah, she was prosecuted, but she went on
jailed?
the run. No, she was prosecuted in an absence. So my father got out of the country before she could be charged, before she could be sentenced.
She came back to Nigeria?
She ain't in Nigeria. She ain't in Holland either, but yeah, we know where she is.
Interesting. All right, let's talk about at what point did your transformation, what point did it come? You know,
I would say obviously being involved with gangs and everything else, there was a lot of betrayal involved in gangs. At the end of the day, if you're going to be involved with criminals and everything else, there isn't anything called a good criminal. I'm going to say to you, there's always going to be some sort of betrayal or some certain things happening and everything else. And for me, I got betrayed a lot. And I would say at the age of 16, I started realizing that these people, because obviously most of the time I looked at these people as my new family. So I showed them nothing but love. I protected them and done anything I would have done for my own family for them. But as 16 came, I started realizing these people were not my people. And tried to walk away at first at 16. But when I was 16, I just came out of prison and I was told that if I tried to walk away, 1, they will kill me. 2, I have enemies that will kill me. And 3, the police are not going to help me, because at the end of the day, at that moment of time, I'm known for having guns. So it was basically a thing where I felt like I had nowhere to go. But then at the age of 19, I was given an opportunity to walk away. And at 19, I was given a firearm to hold, which is a gun, to hold for a night, overnight. Obviously in the UK, firearms are illegal. So when I was 13, I got arrested for a firearm and I went to prison for it.
How many years did you spend in prison?
Altogether, I would say I've done nearly 7 years in prison. Altogether from the age of 13 to the age of basically 22, 23. I'll probably say I've done a significant amount of time over there in prison.
Okay.
So I would definitely say that at that moment of time, when I was given that firearm at the age of 19, it was a thing where like I thought to myself that I can walk away, everything will be okay. Then at 4 o'clock in the morning, the next day, I'm being raided by armed police because they called the police and told them I had a firearm. Wow. So
you think that's as a betrayal, a setup sort of?
100%, it was a setup.
Okay.
But for me, it was a positive setup. Obviously, although I went through a lot of things because of that setup, it was the fact where I was identified as a survivor of modern slavery at the end of it, after finishing my sentence. I was facing deportation, being deported back to Nigeria. And it was a fact where I had to understand that I have normalized exploitation, that I thought that it was a right for kids to be soldiers, because at the end of the day, that's what I was.
Yeah.
So when, after understanding that, I thought to myself, if I'm gonna make a change, I have to become that change. And a lot of times I'll say the services and the support that I had around me, they supported that change. So for me, once I was given the opportunity by an organization to make that change, I took it with both hands and I started making the change slowly.
That's what brought you this far?
I'll say, yeah, that's what brought me so. Yeah,
okay, now to talk about the transformation that eventually came, because today we'll talk about you. I mean, you've had the opportunity of interacting with big platforms, international media platforms. You've been on BBC and several other media platforms, talking about some of the things that you are doing. So what exactly are you doing now, having, you know, gotten over that life that you were living? And in the process of you living, were you not threatened? Was there no attacks like a revenge or something to get you back into the fold? So how were you able to overcome that?
For me, I've got daughters, I've got kids. My kids were threatened.
So that's interesting. Are you married now?
We have a different culture in the UK.
Well, you do have kids, yeah? How many kids do you have?
I've got 2 daughters.
Wow.
Like, literally, and for me, it was like my daughters were threatened. A lot of, I was threatened, but it was a fact of like, how can I explain it? If someone was labeled the devil at one point in life, really and truly, you wouldn't want to awaken that problem again. So most of the time I'll say that I'm left alone, but it's a fact where I do have certain issues from certain people, and they're just finding a better way to deal with the situation rather than dealing with the situation the only way I knew how to before, which was violence.
Yeah.
Me, I'm always thinking of resources and using the support that I have around me to be able to address the situation. So I would say that obviously, although that I have made a change, I would say having such, I would say, influential connections with certain organizations and everything else has helped me in becoming the person I am, and also able to have that smooth transition.
Okay, so as part of your new way of life, let me put it that way, talk a bit more about your engagement helping young people to dissuade the minds of young people into violence, into criminality, into gangsterism and all of that, which of course you've been doing in the UK, helping the UK government, and also being an ambassador to the UN on all of these, especially on modern day slavery, child exploitation and gangsterism. Yeah.
Obviously for me, I'll definitely say that I'll say for me, how I work with young people, especially, is through mentoring. So I mentor young people, so that's coaching them, spreading awareness, using my own lived experience. So using my experiences, I use it to relate to young people and basically show them where they could end up at or where they could go to. So in them understanding that, it basically sways them away from me, but also creating opportunities. That's one thing for me. I believe in opportunities. I believe if we keep our young people busy, then at the end of the day, they can't be swayed into any forced criminality. So me, I'm always encouraging and engaging young people in a lot of opportunities and activities, maybe trying to encourage them to be entrepreneurs, solicitors, lawyers. Because if you think about it, if we want to make a change, we need people like us being involved in government, in the sectors, to be able to make that change. And if there's not enough people like us in that sector to make that change, then we're not going to see no change. We're just complaining. Like every second, everyone can complain and sit down and say, we don't like the way of life.
Yeah.
We don't like a certain situation. But the question we got to ask ourselves is what we doing about it.
Yeah.
And for me, I didn't like a lot of things. I didn't like how the criminal justice system treated me. I didn't like how the social services treated me. So for me, it's a fact where I thought, you know what, I'd rather educate them on how to engage with young people and how to treat young people. So now I train them. I deliver training to police officers, I deliver training to social workers, I engage in policies, involved in researches. Like even for me, there's a paper that was released, I think in 2022, which is the need of consistency when working with young people. So that means the need of continuing work when working with young people. Rome wasn't built in a day.
You can encourage, engage them consistently.
Yeah, because it's at the end of the day, to build this room, it didn't take a day for the people to build this room. But guess what? It took brick by brick. And that's the same thing for any young person's life. It takes brick by brick. They need that consistent guidance to be able to push them in the right way. And they need the right type of leadership, the right type of role models. And that's where it is. For me, it's that half of the things I do now is basically to prove to young people we can do it. In school, I was kicked out of school in year 9. So I don't know what that would be in Nigeria. But I was kicked out of school at a very young age. But now I'm in university studying criminology and sociology. For me, I was told that, I would die by the age of 25. I'm 27. I was told that I would spend the rest of my life in prison. From the last time I went to prison, I said to myself, I will never in my life enter prison again unless they pay me to train them. Like, these are the things that I'm able to change myself.
Okay.
And it's also able to own that change myself. And another thing for me is like, if now you want to show anyone there is another route and there's another way, you've got to get there first so they can see it themselves. Do you know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So for me, that's one thing I've done, is make sure I got there first. I've done modeling. I've been in films. I've been in everything. I've spoken to, like you said, I've spoken to BBC. I've spoken to higher level literally publishers in the UK, even to the point where, as far as speaking at the United Nations and everything else, is to show every single young person that we can do it. That it doesn't matter what opportunities or what chances we started with, what cards we're given at the very start. It's all about what we do, how we finish the race. And that's the most important thing for me, is making sure we finish the race successfully.
Big Sosa, it's been a pleasure talking with you. I'm sure there are lots of things to learn from the conversation so far with our guests here. Please don't fail to leave a comment on any of our social media platforms where you'll be watching this video. We'd like to know what you think about this interaction. If you learned something, please share with us. We'll be glad to know. Thank you so much for coming on the program Icons on ITV. We wish you the very best.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. And that's it on this week's edition of the program Icons. Hope you had a great time with us. Be sure to join us next week, same time on this channel. I'm Sonny Jikokoson. Do have a beautiful week ahead. Bye for now.
ITV, certainly the best.
Some days, there comes the Ugemobo Festival, which the Oba celebrates outside the palace gate. A pavilion is built of red cloth where rites are performed to drive away all evil spirits still unsatisfied by the year's sacrifices. The Ugemobo Festival is to commemorate an event in Benin history which dates back to 1504 AD.
Yari, ọba àtọ́pẹ́.
The Oba of Benin added a colorful mood to the year's celebration as he walks round the city center amidst cheers.